Hi, I'm Cindi McGee, and you're watching Polymer Clay TV. Today's tutorial is inspired by these absolutely beautiful Calico Collage Royal Peacock patterns. I began by conditioning and rolling some Primo Sculpey white to a setting 3 on my Atlas machine. The first layer will be 3 colors of pearl alcohol inks, Villainous, which is the purple, Celestial, which is a blue, and Tranquil, which is sort of a aquamarine shade, and I'm using a sea sponge to apply them. With these alcohol inks that are pearlized, you want to shake them very well before you start. And keep in mind that often when baking, they do fade a bit, but for this particular application, that's good. That's the effect that I want for the background. Choose your first shade and just sponge it randomly over the surface. Then go to the second shade and then the third. For the next layer, I'm using a purple pan pastel, this is violet, and a Mandala trading coin stencil from CreateAlong.com, and I'm just going to place it randomly here and there on this background, and I'm using a cotton pad to apply the pan pastel. I want it to be sort of modeled in different areas. The next layer is going to be silkscreened mandalas, and to do that I'm using the Lotus Mandala silkscreen from CreateAlong, and just choose one that you like or use any Lotus silkscreen that you have. And I'm using gold paint to do this. I'm using DecoArt Americana Multi-Surface Satin in gold. Again, I'm going to silkscreen this in several places, allowing it to overlap a bit here and there. We want a collage effect when we're finished. You can go ahead and silkscreen it several times quickly, but then when you're finished, you want to make sure that you wash your silkscreen thoroughly and clean off that squeegee. Let the paint dry on the surface of the clay. The next layer of the collaged image is going to be a peacock, and I used some black and some metallic, this is gunmetal from DecoArt, that I mixed together, and I'm using the peacock from my Cindy's Peacock silkscreen, my paisley peacocks, and I'm going to screen that a few times here and there and let it extend off the edge. By mixing the black acrylic and the metallic, I just got a little bit darker shade with that metallic effect, which is what I wanted. Didn't want a full black, yet the gunmetal was just a little too light. I'll wash this screen and let that paint dry and then come back for the next layer. For the next layer of the collage, I am again blending some paints. I'm using some green DecoArt Americana Multi-Surface Satin. This is Green Beret, it's a dark foresty green, and mixing in some of the gold interference paint just to give it a touch of shimmer. And I'm using my Cindy's Paisley Peacock Feather Silk Screen and I just chose the feather that I wanted to use and then screened it here and there over the surface. Wash your screen and let the paint dry. Just to give the peacock feather effect, the eye of that feather effect, I'm using some cobalt blue and gold mica powder. I did also get this from CreateAlong, and I'm just going to use a fine paintbrush and apply it to the centers of those feathers. It's okay if it's not perfect. Again, we're layering different images. It's just the overall effect we're looking for. Now I'm going to start adding the flowers. You can use whatever floral rubber stamps or silk screens that you might have. I'm using an assortment of them that is closely matched that original pattern as I had, and I'm using a combination of different permanent inks to add the flowers here and there to mimic that original collaged paper. For the last layer, I'm using the Butterflies silkscreen from CreateAlong, and I'm going to use this butterfly here. And instead of using paint, I'm going to use some black pan pastel to screen that butterfly so that it isn't quite as bold as it would be with black acrylic. I want it to show up but not overtake the pattern beneath. Just rub it in. You can lift up the corner and make sure it's the way you like it and add a little more if need be. And I did this several places on the collaged pattern. And here is the finished collaged slab or veneer, ready to cover a box or create jewelry, which is what I'm going to do with my veneer. Now I'm going to cut up my veneer and make some jewelry with it. I'm using the wide diamond marquee cutters from CreateAlong, the tribal shell cutters from CreateAlong, the graduated ovals from CreateAlong, and I'm just going to cut some different areas that I like. Now they're ready to go into the oven and bake according to the manufacturer's instructions. And this is where the mystery lies, because I'm really anxious to see how the colors may change as they bake. So I will be back in an hour and we will see how they look. And here they are after baking. Those pearl inks lightened just a touch, which is perfect. I did create some earrings so far, and I used silver findings for that, and I'm going to create some pendants too. For more inspiration, join our Polymer Clay Tribe Facebook page. Over 18,000 members sharing projects every day. For lots more creative polymer clay ideas, visit the Polymer Clay TV blog.